All right, let's see. Do-doom ba-doom. When we are live, we are live. Let's post the stream. Hello, hello, everyone. And you're not listening yet, but welcome to Super Bowl LVII, Super Bowl 52, here in TST. We have the Bills. We have the Cowboys. And unless they've met in a Super Bowl previously, I do believe this is their first meeting. So let's get this posted to the live game chat so we can go here. All right. There we go. We are here. The Bills will receive, so the Cowboys will get the ball at halftime. Greg Zuerlein, Greg the leg with the boot. We're off, folks. I'm going to let that one go. We're going to start at the 25 here. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Let's take a look at these team overalls real quick on our Copenhagen dip spit team report. All right, so we got the Bills in 88 overall. Looks like they run a 4-3 vertical zone run scheme. Again, vertical zone run with a 4-3 under for the Cowboys, 86 overall, so merely based on the overalls. The Bills have the edge. Let's see how it plays out on the field. For the Bills, we have, let me go here to their depth chart and then here to their depth chart. So now I'll have 8,000 tabs open. It looks like we do still have Josh Allen at quarterback, and we do indeed still have Dak Prescott at quarterback here. And Allen going to make this pass here to James White off into the flat for a first down gain of 8. Nice little start to the game. Get the nerves settled, if you will. Second and short's always good. Can come out. Are you going to do play action, go deep? Got a lot at your disposal here on second and short. Today's game is also brought to you by a Cafe Bustelo, the most expensive coffee I'll buy. It's a little better than Folgers, but I'm not spending more than, $8-9 a canister. So Cafe Bustelo is where we go. Let's see here if the Bills are going to run the ball, go play action, and it looks like we are going to hand it off up the middle here to Devin Singletary, who's very good. You would like a little more speed. I believe he's only about an 88 speed. But, beggars can't be choosers. He came on the stock roster. And he is a pretty solid lead back. And then he's got James White, who he throws it to out of the backfield, which we saw there on that first down play. So here we are, first down, already moving the ball at their own 40. The Bills are going to come out in a little bunch set to the right. As I take a sip of the aforementioned coffee. Play clock down to 5. He gets it off. He's going deep to Diggs. Diggs is going to go up and make the X Factor play. Huge play to start the game. If you're the Cowboys, you got to be kind of salty at that. That was well covered. He had over-the-top coverage, and Diggs just said, no, you don't. Now, look, Stephon Diggs is phenomenal in real life. I don't know how many of those Moss-type catches he's going to make. He's usually going to catch the ball in front of you, not over top of you. Very well played there by the defense. Just not much you're going to do about it when Madden decides that that's going to happen. But if you're going to leave him one-on-one, can't blame Fury for throwing it up to an X-Factor receiver. I really like the decision there. I mean, one-on-one cover. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. We got a lot of shifting and shaking, really press coverage, and looks like we're going to go maybe Diggs again on the outside. Cowboys going to switch again, get down to 1 on the play clock. That's wide open on that little stretch run there. Outside zone, whatever you want to call it. Jalen Smith on the tackle, but not before Devin Singletary gets another Bills first down. Looks like the defense couldn't decide what they wanted to do there, whether they wanted to bring the heat and man up. Ended up going zone, it looks like, and kind of burned him there. We got Gabriel Davis in the slot. I hate that he's number 3. Can we make him a double-digit number, please? Fix it. Going to go play action here. Allen's going to roll out. Is he going to go flat? He does go to the flat, and Leighton Vander Esch is there to swallow that up. So you're looking at now 2nd and 6 from the 8. You can still get a first down, but in Madden, it's one of those rare occurrences that you get a first down inside the 2. Usually if you get to that point, your back or your receiver kind of barrels his way into the end zone. So we'll see here how the Bills are going to play this, whether they're going to treat it as a in-goal situation or if they're if they get close, go for the first. They've driven the ball right down the field without many issues, honestly. So let's see how they do. All right, we're going to motion White over here. And it looks like he's going to keep him in the block. Got some guys coming across, one underneath, and Allen gets hit as he throws. Kind of lucky that wasn't a fumble. He's already got 44 yards passing through the air. So if you were taking the over on pass yards for Josh Allen, you're pretty happy with that already. Almost 50 yards halfway through the first quarter in the first drive. Now, a lot of that was on that big play to Diggs. So we'll see if the Cowboys kind of go more zone after that big play. If they get, you get bit right away, you might not stick your hand back in the cage and man up on Diggs too much more often, but we'll see how that kind of shakes out the rest of the game. And there is Diggs in the slot there with Pitts right next to him. We got the trip set right. See what we're going to do here. It looks like White's going to leak out of the backfield. Pretty well covered, gets underneath. Gabriel Davis, change his number, please. Looks like another quarterback out there caught the touchdown. I love that play call by the Cowboys. It just left a little bit too much under there. I like that cover two invert, that blitz. It kind of usually confuses guys into throwing the ball to the flat, and then it's covered. But he was patient enough. The pass rush did not get there, and he was able to find Gabriel Davis underneath for the first touchdown, a Super Bowl 52. So all you bettors out there that had Gabriel Davis as the first touchdown, you just cashed a big check. I'm assuming Singletary, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs would have been the big boys. But no, we got Gabriel Davis wearing a shitty number. Fix it, Fury. Have I mentioned that I don't like that he's number 3 enough? All right, so it looks like the boys are going to send out a 2 tight end, the old 12 personnel to start here. 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, 1 running back. And he does mix in a good bit of Zeke, and I believe his backup is still Pollard there. He's got Gallup, he's got Cooper. I honestly think when I played the Cowboys, I was surprised that he did not have Lamb as the number 2, that he kept Gallup as the number 2. Lamb was more like the slot guy. I would have thought that Lamb would have surpassed Gallup there to play more of that number 2 wide receiver position, but hard to beat a first down run of 5 from Zeke. So we got 2nd and 5 here from the Cowboys. Let's go back to their depth chart, as we talked about. So yes, they do still have Tyron Smith. You're looking at Eddie Redmond. I can't imagine that he's starting. You got Zach Martin, Connor McGovern, Tyler Badass, and then Lyle Collins over there at right tackle. So the one weak spot for the Cowboys line is the left guard. Let's get back to this game. 2nd and 5. We're going to hand it off to Zeke, and he's going to get stuffed there by number 56. We will check that out on the Bills roster here. Number 56 is indeed Tyrone Sherman, left outside linebacker, 24-year-old out of BYU, the Mormon, the Stormin' Mormon. So you got to love that. Not a great start here for the Cowboys, 3rd and 9. After the Bills went right down the field and scored, you got to kind of try to put a drive together here. Get the ball at halftime, so no need to panic already in the first quarter. Stick to your game plan, but you got to want a match in the Super Bowl. He's got him over the middle there. Well done on cover 2. Michael Gallup comes open over the top. Edmonds bites down on that underneath route, and Gallup over the top of it. Well done there. Nice read. 31-yard reception. We're up to midfield here, and just like that, you went from, wow, the Cowboys really need to answer here, to, okay, now they're in business. So Michael Gallup with a nice run there. I'm curious to see how this left guard holds up. I think he's got McGovern over there against, because the Bills' D-line is pretty stout, which I'll show you here in a second. We're going to go to Zeke here with a nice run, tackled there by Trey White. Got a lot of X-Factors and superstars, not surprising. Looks like someone was hurt on that play. That whole timeout deal means typically someone got injured. You got to hope it wasn't Zeke. Let's see. So he does have Zeke. He does have Tony Pollard, who is the more speedy option. 93 speed, 95 acceleration out of the backfield. That's the Bills I wanted to show you their D-line. Let's go here. So we got Chandler Jones, Cameron Hayward, A.J. Epinesa, Ed Oliver, and then Dudley Cooper's an 80 overall at only 23 years old. So we do have a really, really solid D-line. Prescott there throws a negative 2-yard pass, so we're at 3rd and 9 again. Very quickly, Cowboys have put themselves in 2 bad situations on 3rd down. Looks like he might have had Lamb there on that corner route, but it was Trey White that was guarding him, so you're not really going to test him this early. You wouldn't want to test him a ton until you have to. As you can see, we have Trey White and Chandler Jones, both with the X-Factor abilities. None have been activated yet. CD here in the slot. We got Gallup over here on the left by himself, and Cooper's coming in motion, it looks like. Going on, and he got the tight end, Blake Jarwin, who's such a better Madden player than a real-life player. He's a really athletic guy. Upper arm bruise. He's going to return soon. Zeke, I don't know if he's going to be able to do his feed me little celebration with his arm hurting. My upper arm hurts so bad. So here you can see Blake Jarwin does have that 83 speed, 89 acceleration. Very good for a Madden tight end. He plays much better in Madden than he does in real life, although he missed a whole year, so maybe he would have played really, really well this year. But you gotta think, most guys that are more athletic than good, they tend to play better. So let's see, we got some coming in motion. We're going underneath here. Definitely CeeDee Lamb there, X Factor, and he's going to get almost to the first down. I believe that's going to be 2nd and inches. Let's see what Madden says, 2nd and 1. So 2nd and 1 from the 17. Cowboys answering nicely here with a drive right down the field. And this is where I like to throw them red zone interceptions. A lot of fun to drive all the way down the field and then turn the ball over. It's kind of my thing. That's what I like to do. Fake out the other team, you know. You think I'm going to score? No, you're going to get a pick 6. All right. Down here to 6 on the play clock, gets it off to Tony Pollard, and he's going to score 7-7. Cowboys answer nicely there. There's a couple scares, 2 3rd and 9s converted, so the Cowboys get 6, try to tie it up here. You never know with this kick meter. Man, it's a struggle. I play in a couple all-Madden leagues, and this one's all-pro. The kick meter's so friggin' finicky and glitchy. It's the worst. But here we are, 7-7. RK has no problem getting the kick through the uprights, and we are tied up. Super Bowl 52 brought to you by Budweiser. My friends. All right, going deep. Gonna have a touchback yet again. I've played both of these users, both very good users. Obviously, they're in the friggin' Super Bowl. But one thing I did notice about Fury is he does not play around with returning kicks. He's not going to be the guy who gives you the fumble on the kickoff return. I actually fumbled one against him in the divisional round on a kickoff return, and I noticed that he's not one to really mess around with the kickoff returns because it is one of those weird ones where it happens once every 15 returns, but when it happens, it seems to always be like a scoop and score kind of deal. So let's see here what the Bills are going to do. They're going to come out with a little angle route out of the backfield, and that's where he's focusing, and James White cannot get that. Nicely defended there by Jalen Smith with his little drop foot action going on. Here we go. Little back and forth, little tit for tat. U-trips week we're looking at. We got the doubles Y off. Why am I reciting things that are on the screen? Because I'm filibustering, right? You can't just have blank noise. And when you're doing this by yourself, you don't have anyone to bounce things off of. You start to go insane when you're sitting there. All right, so 2:41 still to go in the first. As we said, 2nd and 10, Bills on their second offensive drive, play clock down to about 5. Allen's going to look around, make a couple calls. 3, 2, will he get it off in time? He does indeed. We're going to go to Devin Singletary. And this is going to be a big run, boys and girls. Conley's going to not be able to get there. DeMarcus Lawrence cannot. Nice juke there. And as we said, the man only has 88 speed, but he does find a way to make a big 75-yard touchdown run to the house there. Perfectly timed juke. Safety was coming down. I thought it was actually going to be a block in the back on the wide receiver there because it was one of that weird animations where the DB was kind of running away from him, and the wide receivers always find a way to push that guy in the back. So there we are, 14-7. The Bills answer back quickly. Looks like we could be heading to an over bettors Super Bowl here. Oh, well, uh-oh. I was trying to see how loud I was coming through on the YouTube stream, and I'm coming through loud and clear. I don't know if you heard that. It was like echo in the background. So we are, let's see, what do we got here? 2:30 left, 14-7 Bills. Cowboys coming out again with a 3 tight end set here. Got to think this will be one of those stretch runs here in that 3 tight end set. Let's see what they're going to do. Now they're going to jam it up the middle, and Zeke's going to get stuffed after about, half a yard, I would say. So we'll probably keep it 2nd and 10. And that is what Madden indeed decides to do. I was debating whether I wanted to do this or not, and then I got outside and started making some cuts for my my baseboard for the built-ins I'm doing, and it's like windy as shit, and it was snow flurrying. And I said, you know what? I will go ahead and commentate this game because it'll give me a reason to not be sitting out here cutting wood, and not like lumber. Now I am cutting lumber. I'm not like cutting firewood for my house. It's like just a stupid ass project. And Dak drops back to pass. What a seamless transition by your host. CeeDee Lamb's going to get to the outside. Is he going to go? He does a spin move and gets popped. I'm not certain whether Fury. I didn't see any coaching adjustments. I'll have to take note as we go through here, but his guys hit. So there were a couple game. I think it was even in the AFC Championship game, he got a CPU kind of big hitter fumble. He got one against me as well. So I don't know if his guys just lay the wood or if he puts his tackling on aggressive or what. I'll have to kind of check that and see if there's any coaching adjustments going on. But his guys definitely come to tackle. And Zeke, again, just can't find anything there. Alex Anzalone, another Madden god because he's fast. Not so great in real life, but plays really, really well in Madden. Stops Zeke to a gain of 3 there. Zeke has been unable to get going. Like real life, Tony Pollard has been the more efficient back to this point. Granted, it's only been 1 or 2 carries, but he has been the more efficient back in that backfield in Dallas. Curious to see what the Cowboys do in real life with that Dak Zeke, Tony Pollard they already paid Zeke. Are they going to try to offload him? I don't know that they'll be able to find a trade partner after the Jets fiasco and debacle with Le'Veon Bell. I think a lot of teams will be hesitant to take a running back who seems to be on the decline. Let's see what they do here, though. About 5 on the play clock. He's going to drop back to pass. And there is the aforementioned Blake Jarwin. Not aforementioned like last second when I was talking about Zeke, but a while ago when we were talking about players who play better in Madden than they do in real life. Blake Jarwin sits down in the zone there. Really nicely done. Nicely found there by Zach. Let's see if we're going to get another play here before the end of the quarter. Got about 13 on the play clock. I think with the runoff, we'll probably not see another play here. But let's see if Cowboys wants to rush it. He may be able to get up there. So here we go. Down to 6 in the quarter. Look like we might get this off. No, he's just going to try to draw him off sides, and we'll flip sides of the field here. It's Super Bowl 52. God bless America, folks, and the Arizona Cardinals. God bless them, too. If you're on the planet, God bless you, right? But so we are 14-7, 21 points through 1 quarter. Here we go. Looks like we got some press coverage over here. Let's see if Dak wants to test the outside here because Trey White is in the slot. No, he's going to switch that up. We're going to go with an audible on both sides. Trey White is now on the outside. You got Anzalone on a wide receiver, and that's easy money there. He's a fast linebacker, but he can't stick with CeeDee Lamb. Nice read there again by RK, and noticed that he had a mismatch and went to CD on that little crosser drag, whatever the hell you want to call it. I know crossers tend to be a little deeper in Madden, but when you're getting to that point, it's you're friggin' nitpicking, all right? So 1st and 10, almost into the Budweiser red zone. No foam, all hops. Go fuck yourself. All right. Dak is going to hand it off here to Zeke. It looked almost like a play action. I really love that this Madden, they've been working on it for the last few Maddens. And look, Madden has a lot of issues, but I think one thing that they have gotten down is the play action / handoff / kind of RPOs. And it's hard to tell right off the bat which one it's going to be. You used to be able to tell almost immediately, oh, shit, that's play action. But it has become harder. Now, some of the boots and the rollouts, you can still tell pretty easily that it's going to be. But I think that's in real life, too. You can kind of tell the way the quarterback goes. Here we go. We got one of those weird option ones, and he is going to hand it off to Zeke, who that's probably his best run of the game, honestly. 7 rushes, 16 yards. That one there was for about 6 or 7, and I would say that was probably his most impressive run. So 3rd and 2. Again, this is that dangerous area where you're in the red zone where I guess for both teams, really, because if you're the defense and you play that hard, flat kind of deal and you get hit with a corner route, it can be a touchdown. But then also if you're the offense and you try to kind of push it past the first down marker and they're sitting back in deeper zones, those safeties and linebackers close very, very quickly when you get into the red zone. So RK is going to wind it down here. I think he might end up having to take a timeout, and I think he's definitely going to have to take a timeout here with only 5 seconds on the play clock. Yep, there he goes. That is the aforementioned timeout. I like the word aforementioned. It's a good transition word. It's long, makes you sound smart because it's a couple syllables, and you just throw it in there and no one really questions it. Because did I say it 10 minutes ago? Did I say it 10 seconds ago? I don't know, but I said aforementioned. Did I mention it before? I did. Can't say I'm wrong. All right, so I like this. We got the trips I form. Oh no, single back with the tight end. I don't know why I thought I form. I'm losing my mind. Zeke's gonna get there just barely. Nicely played there. I believe that was that Epinesa? No, it was Cam Hayward. Nicely done by him, but Zeke just is able to kind of get forward for that first down just barely. Ed Oliver was there too, just couldn't get there in time. A couple guys converging, just missed the tackle. Jordan Poyer kind of came upfield a little too hot there. So let's see what we're going to do from the 12 in that weird range that we talked about earlier where you can still get a first down, but it doesn't typically happen. There's Zeke's. There, he said, "Here, you want to see my best run of the day? Take this. Feed me. My arm hurts. It's got a bruise." All right, so we're now 14-14, 7:30 to go in this first half of Super Bowl 52. And Greg the Leg makes it 14 all. So while we're waiting for the kickoff, let me talk to you boys about, I don't know, Cialis. Is your wiener not as good as it used to be? Cialis. There's a kickoff by Greg the Third Leg. Another touchback. All right, from the 25, let's see here. The Bills have not had any real issues moving the ball down the field. Granted, their last drive was 2-3 plays. Singletary broke a long one off. But even that first drive where they kind of meticulously drove the ball down the field and then they hit Diggs for the big one. So let's see if the Cowboys have adjusted and see if they can kind of get a stop here because the Bills have been able to do pretty much whatever they wanted. Going to go with the fake end around. Singletary's going to get stuffed there for about a yard. So we're looking at 2nd and 9 here. And this has not really been the issue. First down, the Cowboys have held up. It's been on 2nd down where the Bills have done a lot of their work. And conversely, the Bills have held up on 1st and 2nd down. And the Cowboys have done a lot of their work on 3rd down. So you got to think both teams can find positives. Like if you're the Cowboys, you're saying, I've done well on 1st down. I just got to figure out 2nd down. And if you're the Bills, you got to figure, I'm going to get one of these stops on 3rd down. Let's see here. Allen back to pass. He's going under the middle. We're going to have 3rd and short here. Van Der Esch tackles Davis immediately. Was curious if that was going to be held onto, and Davis did make a nice catch, was able to hang on to it. It looks like he's the kind of the underneath guy. I guess he's replaced Cole Beasley. I don't believe he's any longer on this Bills roster. I'll take a look there after this 3rd down play to see who he has there. But he's 3 catches, 18 yards, 6-7 yards catch. That kind of screams underneath. Granted, he'll catch one and run with it, but he seems to be more the kind of the possession guy. And then you got Diggs and this other kid who he's devved up to, I believe, an X Factor as well on the outside. So the Bills are not an easy team to guard. Is he going to look to Diggs deep here? He looked like he wanted to, but oh, wow. Really weird animation there. It was just a decent pass. Just, I don't know. The wide receiver, I don't know if Josh Allen slept with his girlfriend or what, but the wide receiver was not trying to give Allen any help there on that one. So the Cowboys are the first team to hold serve here. And we have the first punt of the day to CeeDee Lamb, and he's going to get to the sideline, get out of bounds. Again, that was one of those I hope I don't fumble returns, and I don't blame him because you got your first stop. You don't want to turn it right back over there, right? So let's see here with the wide receivers. Yes, they got Diggs. They got the kid Pitts, Sharp, another one, and Gabriel Davis seems to be preferred. I don't know if one of those guys is out. I think Sharp may be hurt, but it looks like Davis has been the one that he's gone to the most there as that 3rd receiving option as we come back here with a pitch to Zeke. Nicely done there by Alex Anzalone. He can't quite run with CD, but he can certainly make some tackles in the backfield there, and that was nicely played there for 2nd and 12. See if both defenses kind of caught their breath and settled down. Had our first punt. Will we go back to back with the punts? Let's see what we got here. Not much. Got Khalil Williams and Devin. So you got to hope if you're the Cowboys you don't have any injuries because there's not a ton behind there after Gallup, Cooper, and CD. But, I mean, you can't pay all of them. So I guess it's not like you can have 8 friggin' 95 wide receivers on your team and pay for all of them. Going to hit Zeke there on that little angle route, Texas route, whatever the hell you want to call it. And Dak has been pretty damn efficient. 8 for 8, 115 yards. That's Zeke's first catch of the Super Bowl, and Jordan Poyer makes the tackle there. So we have 3rd and 6. Let's see. This is where the Cowboys have really had some of their biggest plays that have kind of helped them flip the field or even keep drives going, obviously, because when you convert a 3rd down, it keeps the drive going. If you don't, then you have to punt, and it goes back to the other team. You kind of just, I mean, that's what I'm here for, to give you a little bit of insight into how things work. And I know that sometimes it's hard to count to 4, but I'm here for you. All right, we're going empty. Dak's going to find Jarwin. Jarwin's going to roll forward for a first down. We are at belt midfield here, and the Cowboys are cooking. Not quite. I mean, they're not quite like cooking with grease yet, but we're cooking with, like, I don't know, maybe like salted butter, if you will. I don't know what a step down from grease would be. I'm guessing maybe some Crisco, maybe a little bit of lard, a little bit of back fat. But whatever they're cooking with, it's working right now. Just got to think, if you're the Bills, like I said, the thing you're clinging to is I've been able to hold them on 1st and 2nd. Eventually, I'm going to hold them on a 3rd down here. And there's a really good first down run for Zeke, who's already got 11 rushes. Still hasn't eclipsed 40 yards yet, though. He's been held in check. His last 3 or 4 rushes, though, have been much better. At first, he was getting held. Last 3 or 4 rushes, he did have that one negative rush on that pitch where Anzalone tackled him. But outside of that, he's been probably at that 6-7 yard mark these last 3 or 4 rushes. So we'll see if that continues. And they did give him a first down there. I thought it was going to be 2nd and inches. You'd almost prefer that at this portion of the field, so you can do like a play action pass deep. And there's Pollard with only his 2nd rush of the game. Another 5-yard carry. Pollard has been really impressive so far in only 2 carries. He's looked, he's had some burst, kind of like Ronald Jones last week. He didn't get a ton of carries, but he looked better than Leonard Fournette in the carries he got. So you got to imagine Tampa's going to lean on him tomorrow a little more than old Lenny. Speaking of running backs, let's see if we're going to Zeke here. Dak's flipping something. And they are going to Zeke, going to pound it up the middle. And that's going to be 3rd and short here. So, again, decision time for the Bills. Do you want to kind of play it tight, play that flat coverage, play man coverage, trust your guys? The Cowboys do have some pretty impressive wide receivers, but then they also have Zeke. So I think I'd go a little more heavy here, and it looks like he is going to go to a 5-2 front. So I think that's what most people would say you need to do. Maybe do like a big nickel if you're feeling like it might be play action. But let's see here what we've got. Oh, he's going to pass. Okay, we're going empty. And we get the snap off, and Lamb's coming across, and Jarwin's going to get there in front of Poyer again. Nicely done, nicely read. Just one of those things. I think as the game goes, I'm kind of looking forward to see the chess match, because you've got the Bills stayed in man there. Well, next time, will they go zone and try to stop some of those little drags? Or will they stay man and hope that they catch a cornerback can come underneath one of them, or Dak throws an inaccurate pass? It's fun kind of watching these chess matches. And speaking of the chess match, we're going to see what the Bills are going to do with their timeouts here, because the Cowboys do get the ball at half. So let's see how both teams strategize. Are the Cowboys going to try to get 7 here, just get 3, and then they get the ball? And there's Zeke. He's going to go for 7. Not quite. So he's down to the 2. I think you got to take a timeout here if you're Buffalo. Maybe not. If I'm the Bills here, though, I'm taking a timeout. Just try to save some time on the back end for you. You've got Diggs. You've been able to kind of get some players open. I know the wide receiver didn't make the catch on that last play, but he was open. So I think they've had more of an easy time moving the ball, even though it looks like they're about to go behind. I think you have to be happy if you're the Bills with how the game has gone minus the score. I'm just surprised he didn't use a timeout there. Got to think one's coming here, though, if they hold him. A lot of shuffling and by the D here. I don't know if that's, again, based on coaching assignments, and you got Trey White manned up on someone, and Zeke does get that one into the end zone. Does a little shimmy shake there, then salutes me. Thank you, Zeke. I appreciate you. I'm doing the Lord's work here, 117, 3 timeouts left, which, again, you're friggin', splitting hairs. Would you rather have 117 and 3 timeouts left, or like 150 and 2 timeouts left. It's really just splitting hairs. It's not a huge difference, but if I'm the Bills, I think I would have called a timeout once they got that down to first and goal. So here we go. 117 remaining here. I have to imagine the Bills are going to be aggressive here, knowing the Cowboys get the ball at half. But, there's always that scary, oh shit, did I just throw away the game with a sack fumble or an interception, But I think you can't play scared. You have to play to win the game. And I think that's what the Bills will do here. And I would agree with that kind of mindset. You don't get to the Super Bowl by checking up, right? So let's see if he's going to – looks like he is going to pass. We'll see. He is indeed. We got a couple players coming across here. Nicely done by Jalen Smith. That was that scary. I'm telling you, that throw out of sack in it somehow always rears its ugly head toward the end of a half. It's like, here, you're getting ready to throw a throw out of sack interception. I think on 2nd and 13, if the Cowboys don't call a timeout, I'm staying aggressive here. Yeah, so the Cowboys didn't call a timeout. I'm staying aggressive here. And it looks like the Bills are going to stay aggressive. We'll see kind of if he can catch something big here. There's another – we got a roughing the passer, I think it looked like. And it was indeed. Jabal Sheard really lets the Bills out of jail for free here. And now you're thinking about 3 timeouts. You're about, 30 yards outside of field goal range. You're really starting to think here now with only 30 seconds left. More so 3 than 7, but you definitely want points. So you're going to look for something. And if you're the Cowboys, you gotta guard for both, right? But if you're the Bills, I think you're going to press them down the field and then try to come underneath and get those 30 yards as quickly as possible. And there's an out route there, but he goes to the other up the seam and it's dropped. I don't know. I think that was James White. The out route was there. He kind of had like a lot of action going on. Guys kind of bunched up. One took the out and one took the seam, and he took the seam route, and it was there. White just dropped it. That's the second kind of big drop by a Bills. That wasn't a wide out, but a Bills pass catcher, if you will. James White, you got to think, is typically going to catch those. So just not going the Bills' way right now. And we'll see what they can do here with 29 seconds left in the half. Ooh. And that's picked. Conley comes underneath. I don't know if that's Gary and Conley. Yeah, it looks like it is Gary and Conley, former Raiders legend. Gary and Conley, and now the Cowboys are in business. 23 seconds, 2 timeouts. At the 44, they got Greg the Leg. Let's see what old Greg the Leg's kick power is these days. Old Greggy the Leggy, that's Tyler Bass. There's Greggy the Leggy, and his kick power is burner. We'll see in a second. But right now we're going to focus on the game. I am the game. Triple H here. I'm here to announce the last 30 seconds of this half. I'll hit you over the head with a sledgehammer like I'm Zeke Elliott, the sledgehammer up the middle. Timeout, Cowboys. I don't like that play call. I know you want to catch him. Like, I'm going to throw the ball here and then run up the middle for 7-8 yards. Not a fan of it with only 29 seconds left. If you have a minute, yeah, I get it. But with only 29 seconds left, I'm not a huge fan of that play call. But I'm not in the Super Bowl, and they are. Greg the Leg does have 95 kick power still, so definitely in his kind of wheelhouse there if you want to kick a long field goal. So the run makes sense. I just probably wouldn't have done it until 3rd down as a little inside zone handoff. Let's see what the boys are going to do here. Going to throw the ball here on this down. Got the out route to Jarwin, and he catches it. Nicely done. Only one time out. I think I'd use it and throw it to the end zone. No. Oh! Hoo-hoo! Wow. Quick thumbs. Very well done. He looked like he wanted to spike the ball, saw the runoff, got the timeout with 1 second left, and this is huge. If he can hit this, it'll put them up 2 scores with the ball at half. So this is a big kick, and it looked like there was a block animation on. But he just couldn't get there in time. Greg the Leg makes it 24-14. We don't have a halftime show in a Madden Super Bowl, but if we did, I imagine it would be somebody like awful, some rapper you've never heard of, like Little Dandelion or something. I don't know. because they don't want to pay people like actual money. They want to be as greedy as possible, and then put all the actual like money into like, oh, here's Snoop Dogg in the yard, and here's Lil Yachty in Mutt. So they're not going to pay people for their songs. It would be like, I don't know, you name a terrible rapper. I don't know any terrible rappers. Actually, I do. My students listen to a lot of terrible rappers. Mir 220 is one that they've been listening to lately. He's atrocious. All right, big drive here. If you're the Bills, you really got to hold them to 3 here. Zeke's got some blockers out in front, and he's going to stiff arm poor number 23, but Trey White was there on the back end. I think 23 used to be Micah Hyde. Obviously, he's aging, so I don't think he's on the squad anymore. Yeah, 23 is now Alani Ramsey. Hidden Dev rookie, 23 years old, 80 overall, so a really good player, but you don't want a cornerback out there one-on-one with Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, man. All right, so, again, that's a little different than what we saw in the first half. In the first half, the Bills were able to stop the Cowboys on first and second down. So if you're the boys, you're kind of happy with that first play of the second half. You got a nice big run out of Zeke there, and his X Factor is now activated, which will not be fun because usually I forget exactly what his X Factor is, but if it's anything like that Derrick Henry one where they break the first tackle, it's like fucking awful, because the only way to stop it, Freight Train, are relentless runners who refuse to go down on first contact when they enter the zone. This ability increases their chances to break the next tackle. So it's like one of those things that the way to get him out of it is to stop him for a loss, but you can't stop him for a loss because he breaks the first tackle every day. It's like it's not fun. But we got Pollard in here, and he's going to get the handoff, and he's going to be tackled immediately by Alex Anzalone. So we do have the third rush for Pollard is the first one where the Bills are actually able to stop him, and this is a huge down here for Buffalo. They got to get a stop. They've not been able to stop the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys have punted yet. They did have to kick that field goal because time ran out on them, but they've not had to kick other than that. So we will see kind of how this gets played. I think if I were the Bills and he is going to go zone, I think that's what I would do, because the boys have been running those underneath kind of, deals. So let's see here what we're going to do. All right. We're underneath of it. We got it. And there we go. So nicely played there. Looks like he wanted to go to Jarwin again on that little hook route on the outside. Was not there. And then had to settle for Zeke. And if Zeke stays inbounds, he has a chance there, but he's not able to. I don't even know if it was a completed pass, to be honest with you. But whatever it wasn't a first down. Diggs going to return this punt. So you know it's a big deal now. User juke, but stuffed up at the 26. So the Bills are back in business. The defense did what they needed to do. And you got to think, if you're Buffalo, you're looking back to the end of that first half and kind of how you managed it, and you're like, damn, if I got points there or I didn't give up that interception, I could be going for the lead here. But can't dwell on the past, and you just got to take what the defense gives you here, because it's a 2-score game, but you can be back in it here very easily, very quickly, as we saw. The Bills do have that quick strike ability. Got a guy underneath, and that's who he's going to hit. Pitts there with a close to a first down. I don't know if it's going to be. It doesn't look like it's going to be. Second and inches, indeed. So here, if you're the Cowboys and you're thinking, I'm up 2 scores, he's probably going to try something big here. So you got to play against the play action or just a deep pass in general. If you're the Cowboys, I would imagine. Let's see here how this is going to go, though. Not exactly at shot spot on the field. You probably want to be 15 more yards up before your quote-unquote shot spot. He's got him over the middle. There he goes. Pitts is stepping up big after that missed catch. He got popped there, though. I almost cursed. I tried not to as much as possible, because I know we got some guys here who are a little more PG than me. Maybe might have their kids watching the YouTube stream with them, but sometimes I slip. I'll drop an F-bomb, an S-bomb, a B-bomb, a C-bomb. If it starts with a letter, I'll drop it. All right, so let's see what the Bills are going to do here. They're in business here at midfield. This is kind of shot territory, and he's going to take one. Let's see. And, overthrown terribly. Had him open, overthrown terribly. And if you're the Bills, you're pissed it was an overthrow. But if you're the Cowboys, you're pissed your safety didn't try to intercept it. He just swatted it down. So I think both teams have a legitimate gripe there. Like, that guy was open, hit him, And then if you're the Cowboys, you're wide. Friggin' no one's near you. Why are you swatting the ball? Come on. Come on. So I think both teams are literally yelling at their TV after that play. Both teams feel like the other team got away with one there. Let's see here. They're going to go. And I was just getting ready to say, I'm curious to see if the Bills will kind of try to stay a little more balanced or if they'll go to the run there. And that run only got 2 yards. I don't think you're out of run the ball mode, but if you're only getting 2 yards, I think you're going to be less likely to go back to it here. So let's see what the Bills are going to do here. The boys have been in a lot of zone here lately, so you got to think you're going to try to find a zone beater. We'll see what they're going to do. Boys come out in like a match zone, and Knox is able to beat that. He's another one of those really, I mean, he puts up stats in real life, but he's so fast for a tight end in Madden. I believe he's like at 88, 89 speed, something. Might not be that fast because I think that's like Noah Fant fast, but let's see here. All right. Josh Allen, what up? Did I pause it? Is the stream dead? Uh-oh. Connection is uh-oh. Oh, no, this would be awful. But it would be apropos for Madden to have a disconnect. There's been real issues since the last update. A lot of desyncs, a lot of disconnects. Allen's going to get sacked. All right, so now you're really in decision mode. So you got 2nd and 16, which is obviously attainable. But you're in that kind of tweener range. Do you run a screen here, run the ball here to try to, get yourself into that at least I got a field goal shot territory, or do you play it aggressive and stay in that attack mode where I want to get 7? I think the second down will tell us a lot because if I'm the Bills here on second down, I'm probably going to go balls to the wall and throw the ball, and then on third down I might try a little draw or a screen if this doesn't work. So let's see what the Bills do. He is going to pass the ball, and Pitts didn't react, almost intercepted. Then it was almost a tip catch. Allen has been struggling throwing it into coverage. That was a weird throw. Allen's just been off a little bit. Like it was a little high. I think it was a little to the outside, like the outside. I think he should have let him more inside. So I don't know. Well, let's see here what he's going to do. If he's going to throw it or run it, I would imagine he's going to try something here like, okay, I'll check for a shot, and then I'm coming back underneath. Oh, he's going for the shot. A little late on that. That's all right. Gabriel Davis there. I think he's got Tyler Bass, who's got pretty high kick power as well. So let's see his kick power. He should be able to hit this. He does indeed have 96 kick power. So another guy who's got the leg for this. Let's see. It is up, and it is good. All right, so 24-17. They cut it back to a one-score game. Gabriel Davis gets just enough on that little dump off there. I think if he hit him sooner, he might have had a chance, honestly, to get a first down. He just waited, and you can't blame him. He waited 1 second too long to hope something would come open deep. I don't blame him at all because you're down 10. You got to get a touchdown at some point. Why not go for it? Especially when you got Tyler Bass, who's got that kick power kind of in the back pocket there, so you didn't exactly need like 8 yards. You only needed 2 or 3, and it worked out well for him. He got the field goal he needed and was able to wait and see if something came open deep. So you got to be happy if you're the Bills there that you were able to get points. So let's see if we can get Zeke. He's going to get the play action. Then we're going to go underneath here to Mr. Reed. Always worries me with the friggin' fullback catching the ball. I'm always worried he's going to fumble, but that was wide open there. Second reception of the day, 11 yards receiving, and then another first down for the Cowboys. Getting to that point in time in the game where if you're the Bills, you're kind of counting possessions here, right? If the Cowboys take this into the fourth quarter, let's say, and get points, you're back down 2 scores, then you kind of got to start thinking, am I going no huddle yet? I don't think it's panic mode yet by any stretch of the imagination, but you're kind of starting to look at the clock, count your possessions. He's got Zeke with his X Factor activated, and that's what happens, unfortunately, when that X Factor is activated. A 2-yard run turns into an 8-yard run. Madden gave him 9. Didn't look like it to me, Madden, okay? It looks more like 8. Come on. Making me look bad. Jesus Christ. Here we go. 2nd and 1. If I'm the Bills, it's hard because you can't sell out because you can't go down. I mean, you can go down 14. It's not the end of the world, but obviously you don't want to Anzalone misses one, and Zeke runs through Hayward's tackle there for another run, and he is now up over 100 yards. So what looked like it was going to be a day of tough sledding for Zeke has turned into an activated X factor, and he's been able to kind of get whatever he wants here in this second half. I don't know. I guess if you're an announcer, you would say he's just wearing them down. A little 2-yard run, 2-yard run. They turn into 6 and 7-yard runs by the end of the game, though, Jim. I mean, you can't argue it. The kid just gets stronger as the defense gets more tired. It's science. Here we go again. He's going to get stuffed. Was this a loss, though? That's going to be a huge question. Did they take his X factor away? That would be huge for the Buffalo Bills. And, Bills Cowboys, Don Beebe, Leon Lett, the boys have typically dusted the Bills in real life in Super Bowls. So if you're the Bills, you're happy, right? It's a one-score game. You're not getting your doors blown off. Thurman Thomas didn't forget where his helmet was. Jim Kelly actually, although Josh Allen's playing like Jim Kelly did in some of those Super Bowls. Curious to see next time Zach, Deacon Zach. Oh, jeez, and Pete's little angle route there to Pollard, and that is going to be a first down. But I'm curious to see when Zeke gets back on the field if his X factor is still activated or not. It looked like the Bills were able to stop him for a loss. It's just one of those weird deals. Did Madden count it as a loss? So you got another play here before the end of the quarter, and I don't think the Cowboys are going to be in any rush to run more than one play here. Probably going to see a run and take it to the fourth quarter, but let's see if I'm correct. And Zeke's X factor is still activated. Rough break there for Buffalo because it looked like they stopped him for a loss. We got all kinds of weird stuff going on here. A lot of guys coming out of the backfield, and he's going to get around the corner. Is that Preston Williams, formerly of the Miami Dolphins? He's another. If he stays healthy in real life, he's pretty good. No, that's Kay Williams. That's not Preston Williams. But Preston Williams from Miami, when he's healthy, he's really, really good. But he just gets hurt literally like every other game. It's bizarre how often he's hurt because he's a big guy. It's not like he's a small player, like 5'8" kind of kid that would just, get beat up. But he's a big guy. He just always hurt. Tua is going to need him. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go, fourth quarter. Cowboys driving. If you're the Bills here, you got to think you're going to see a heavy dose of Zeke the rest of the way with that X factor activated. You're going to have to hope and pray that you can get a tackle in the backfield here because it's not going to be fun when he turns 2-yard gains into 6-yard gains. It's hard to get him off the field when that's happening. And here we go. We got 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end set. I don't know if that number 40 is a tight end or a fullback, but either way. And there we go. Jarwin again, a little drag route there. That's kind of been the bane of the Bills' existence, and it's been the best play, honestly, outside of Zeke running for the Cowboys. A little dragger to Jarwin. He's caught, I think, 2 or 3 of them, and then he's caught that little corner route toward the end of the half, which turned into the field goal. And it's been kind of Blake Jarwin, and that's about it. Couple to CeeDee Lamb, but I'm curious to see the stats at the end of the game. There's not been a ton done by these Cowboys wide receivers, as much as you would think anyway, for the talent level there. All right, and there's Zeke again. Just running through a tackle, 1st and goal here. If you're the Bills, again, you give up a touchdown here. It's not the end of the world, but then you are in 4-down mode. That's one of the benefits because it's 2 touchdowns. The field goal doesn't do anything for you, so you're in 4-down mode. You can go balls to the wall and you get 4 downs. So that's one of the nice things. If it's on 3rd down and you're at the 25, you don't have to settle for a field goal. You're going 3rd down. And again, let's see if this is going to count as a loss. It's going to be huge. I know it sounds stupid, like what's the difference if it's a loss or not, because it will take Zeke's X factor away. I do think he fell forward there because he broke that first tackle, and it's just that frustration if you're the Bills. I get that it's part of the game and it's one of the X factor deals, and if you get your X factor activated on a wide receiver on the outside, he's more likely to make catches. So it goes both ways. I get that. But those Zeke and Derrick Henry freight train X factors are not fun to kind of get deactivated, so to speak. So let's see here. Yep, it is still indeed activated. And you got to think here, the Cowboys might go pass here because they've been run. Will they try to fake them out here? They are indeed going to do the little jet sweep, and that's going to get there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He just never fell down. He just kind of rolled over on top of Jordan Poyer there and just kind of rolled into the end zone. So 31-17. If this extra point is good, we have a 14-point game. So now the Bills are in, like I said, with only 8 minutes remaining, they are in four-down territory. So there's no doubt about it, unless it's 4th and 25. And even if it's 4th and 25, what the hell's the difference? I mean, with Zeke's X Factor activated, you're not going to stop him anyway. You're going to have to be, four-down territory here, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, which is the only one that matters because I'm the only one talking. Let's toss it to someone else. Hey, Mr. Conservative guy.
Well, I think they can still, with 3 timeouts, punt the ball and get the ball back and get two scores.
Hey, you're an idiot. Your opinion doesn't count. We're going to go with my opinion. It's four-down territory here for the Bills here, folks. Going to keep it going. All right, let's see what the Bills are going to do. I think my kids might be fighting right now. So, well, fortunately, I saw a clip. There was a streamer who yelled in his kid's face. You're not going to see that on this one, but my kids do seem to be fighting. And there's Diggs. There he is. Has been pretty silent after that first catch. And Josh Allen, 12-19. So we are in no huddle. If they can score fast here, we'll get things going. Let's see what they're going to do. Back to pass. A little shake route there. Allen, he's got him triangle. No, he throws it away. Yes. He's not letting you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Because he's not letting me brush my teeth. He just slammed the door on me.
Okay, so give him his privacy in the bathroom for a little bit, and then.
Brushing his teeth.
Okay, so let him do it, and then when he's done, then you go in. Just if he's being a turd, he's being a turd. Okay. No, stop. Just leave him. All right, Allen back to pass. My kids are worrying about brushing their teeth. Nicely done there by Leighton Vander Esch. I'm curious if he's going to have to retire, right, in real life. His neck is just shot. All right, 3rd and 10 here for the Bills. Again, another one of those deals where you're kind of in that, that range. Do I want to get 5 or 6 here and make it easier on 4th down, or do I want to try to get the first down immediately? Obviously, you want to get the first down immediately.
Duh.
But no, I mean, if you're having trouble getting the ball down the field, Allen's been having trouble. The wide receivers have been kind of sus, I guess you could say. Allen back to pass, and we're going deep to Diggs. He's got him. Will he catch it? He does inside the 5. What a huge play by Stephon Diggs. He's single-handedly really kept this Bills offense in it lately, and that is a huge, huge play. The Bills have really driven down the field very quickly. I mean, it's been, a minute off the clock, if that. By the time they get done, I think it's only going to be about a 2-minute drive. And you're in 4-down territory here, so let's see what they're going to do. If they're going to run the ball first. Oh, no, they're going to do an RPO, and it is there. Gabriel Davis breaks one tackle. Does he get in? He does not. I think, though, you're in a really good spot here. You can run this ball 3 times. It's still, without taking a ton of time off the clock, just kind of pound it in here. Let's see if they're going to do that. I mean, at worst, you're looking at 5 minutes left if you pound it in. And they are going to pound it in. And Singletary, gets stuffed. It looked like he was getting ready to lean forward for that and then gets stuffed. So after this snap, I mean, worst case scenario, 5 minutes left, 3 timeouts. You're probably not going to have to use your timeouts for at least another drive. But this has kept the Bills alive. Stephon Diggs with 2 huge catches, 3 on the day total, but 2 really big ones this drive. And you got to think he's got to be close to over 100 yards at this point. Cowboys going to come and stuff this up, and we are now down to this ball game, folks. This is ball game territory here. 4th and goal. What are the Bills going to do? We will see here in a second. Dun, 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 dun. You got Diggs activated, but he's got a weird one. I think it's more like, it's not like a double me or a red zone threat. I think it's more of a catch and go, like a rat catch kind of thing. Let's see here if he's going to it looks like he's got one-on-one, but that safety might be going underneath of that. So let's see here. Yeah, the safety did go underneath of it. Allen's back. He fumbles the ball, and that's probably going to be the ball game, you got to think. Just couldn't find anyone open there. Back to pass, just couldn't. No one got open. I mean, the safety dropped out underneath, and then at that point, you got to hope for a prayer, and that's what Josh Allen did. And he gets hit by DeMarcus Lawrence, and Jabal Sheard recovers the recovery. So this is going to be, it's not ball game, but 1 or 2 first downs, and that's basically all she wrote. And Zeke's going to get outside, and he's probably going to break that Jordan Poyer tackle and get a first down. So here we are now. Cowboys can run another, 2 minutes off the clock. Can't quite get it down to the 2-minute warning yet. They need another first down before they can do that. But they can get it darn close here if they're running the clock down. So we are in desperation mode for the Buffalo Bills. Let's see if we're going to see Zeke. No, he's going to throw the ball here. I'm very surprised by that. But there is the tight end fullback guy, Reed, wide open. I'm curious to see how many yards actually ended up going to wide receivers in this game, because a lot of it has been Reed and Jarwin. I don't think we have a lot left, Max. You might want to do pretzels instead. But yes, if there's goldfish, you can have goldfish. We get those big milk jug things of goldfish, and I don't always remember to replenish. I think we're low. So Goldfish, the fourth quarter sponsor here. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys here, and they will be able to get this down to the 2-minute warning now. Zeke, stutter steps, does a weird change of direction animation, but still ends up getting 7-8 yards out of it. This is really, really rough times for the Bills. This is one of those, it's we've all been there. We've all been there in those games where you're playing it out, but you're pretty pissed off right now. And Zeke is going to get stuffed there, but I think he got a yard. So Bill's going to call a timeout there, which I don't blame him. But at this point now, a first down with only 2 timeouts, down 2 scores. First down here all but ends it. So this is, although we were down there, first and goal, second and goal, third and goal, that fourth and goal play I think ended the game. This would be the proverbial nail in the coffin here, a first down here, even though the Bills can still stop the clock a couple times. It's the math just isn't in their favor, as they say. We're going to go with a jet sweep, and he just got underneath the number 57 there. That was close. If you're the Bills here, let's see. At the very, very least, you're getting the ball back with no timeouts, 1:20 left. Down 2 scores. Can it happen? Certainly. It's just, I don't know. What the heck? Why did he call that before the 2-minute warning? I'm not real sure why he called that before the 2-minute warning. But at this point, it's not going to matter a ton because we're at now 2nd and inches. He's probably going to get a first down here. Bills are going to have to use one of their 2 timeouts, and then it'll be, I don't know, he could take 3 knees if he wants and pretty much give him the ball back with 20 seconds left, down 17. So I think we're just kind of all over but the shouting here, folks. And Zeke, again, just breaks the tackle, lays on top of a guy, 155. I don't even know. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to use your timeouts, but you're going to get the ball back down 17, 25, 30 seconds left. No timeouts. You have to call the timeouts because, look, we're all competitors. We're going to go down swinging. I'd still be throwing the ball just to annoy everybody. Drag this game out as long as I can. So I get it. It's just the math, unfortunately, does not add up at the moment. We're going to pitch it out to Zeke here. D-tackle's not going to be able to get out there in time, and Zeke's going to run this one into the end zone. Not a huge fan of that, but I think I would have just gone down once I got to the edge there. But again, you can never be too safe because, like I said, I'd play it out. I'd keep trying. But if you're out there, I think getting 1:20 off the clock is more important once you get the first down than getting that 7 points because now you got to still 1:49. They got a timeout instead of making them use that timeout and then taking 3 knees. The game's over. Now it just gets drug out a little bit more. So. Again, though, yeah, it's hard to kind of stop yourself. In the Super Bowl, the juices are flowing. You want to win, so you want to put the game quote unquote to bed. But I think putting it to bed there, the easier way would have just been tap square a couple of times and go down, take a couple of knees, and take it to the house, as they say. Because I'm not gonna fault Bills here for throwing the ball, trying, doing no huddle, doing whatever he can, onside kick. I mean, it's you got the ball back. It's in your hands. You're gonna try it. Let's see here, we're going. We got Diggs, we got James White, and it is incomplete. Batted away. A little bit of man coverage there. It looked like on that one. Yes, it was indeed a little cover one, and made the right read. Threw it outside, away from the safety, just wasn't able to get there. So we got a minute 39 here at the 11-yard line. 2nd and 10. Let's see what the Bills can do here. The way the safety's lined up, it's either cover 4 or that corner's blitzing. Let's see which it is. The corner's blitzing. And you got Diggs deep. And he caught it, and he's going to go to the house. So now you're looking at an onside kick. And then at that point, if the Cowboys recover it, I believe they'll be able to all but run it out. Because you got, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down. Add that up. That's going to be right at about a minute. So, they might not be able to run it out, but they're going to be damn close to being able to run it out. Because first down, you stop it. 2nd down, 40 seconds. 3rd down, 40. Yeah, so it's going to be close. Let's put it that way. The Cowboys recover this. It's basically over. And we got a Cowboys recovery. CeeDee Lamb recovers it. So that's basically all she wrote, folks. We got a minute 29 left. Let's just see if we're going to take knees, if we're going to run the ball, what we're going to do here. And then I will log off here and go see if my kids have punched each other in the face yet or not. Because they were on that path. Not that I condone violence, but they're siblings. And siblings sometimes, do those things to one another. No, I'm kidding. I don't think my daughter, I think if my son were the aggrieved party, he might do some dumb stuff. My daughter, however, is not. She's more of the, well, then I'm just not going to play with him. And there we go. So that is basically it. Cowboys can take 2 knees, take it down to 2 seconds left in the game. No, okay. So I guess if you run it, you technically take more time off the clock. I just prefer taking the knees and the game. You don't have to worry about fumbles or anything like that. Although Zeke's X factor is activated, so it's highly unlikely he's going to fumble here. And he's not going to fumble. He's going to take it, and that pretty much ends it. So we're now at that under the 2-minute mark. Take a knee here; it will get under 40 seconds. Either way, whatever. What did you do? Let's see what happens here. We got Zeke again up the middle, and now that I'm assuming is the last play of the game. Okay, looks like we're going to take a knee here. So, 38-24 final. Stephon Diggs is probably going to be the player of the game because he had a huge day on a losing team. So you got to think him or Zeke are probably the player of the game. With Zeke winning, I guess I'd go Zeke. Let's see what Madden says if this plays out. And the Cowboys, there we see it, are our Super Bowl 52 champions. Congrats to RK on the championship. I think the biggest turning point of that game was getting that Zeke X Factor turned on. Once that was turned on, it was pretty much all over but the shouting. Diggs' X Factor did get turned on, but it was too little too late. He's got a shot at player of the game, but with the Cowboys winning and Zeke going over, it had to be over 150 yards and a few touchdowns. You got to think he's probably the Super Bowl MVP, and there they are, Diggs and Zeke. As we mentioned, those two gentlemen were huge throughout the day. Looked early like the Cowboys were going to struggle to stop the Bills' offense, and then they're late. Josh Allen kind of lost his way, so to speak, and Ezekiel Elliott is indeed player of the game. 31 carries, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns. Once that X Factor was activated, he was a different runner because at the beginning it was a big difference. So we shall see this season coming up, Super Bowl 53, if the Cowboys can repeat, and we're signing off.